Hi, I'm Pete, and here is today's daily pattern from Acts 20, verses 1 to 12. In this passage, having completed another leg of one of his great journeys, Paul stops for a week in a place called Troas. On his final night there, Paul is speaking to the congregation that are gathered. Now, I don't know whether you've ever been with a group of friends and done something really embarrassing, not something that you shrug off in a few days or weeks, but something that your friends take great delight in reminding you about for years after the event. Well, in this story in Acts, as Paul talks late into the night, a young man called Eutychus is clearly struggling to stay awake. I bet you've seen this before, in a lesson at school or a meeting at work, when someone presents the classic head bob. More than once, my wife has had to give me a sharp elbow in the ribs when I've been struggling to stay awake for a sermon in church. But it's not so harmless for Eutychus. After dropping off to sleep, he falls off the third-story window ledge he was perched on. When the others rush down the stairs to find him, he is dead. Paul miraculously resuscitates him, and then the gathering continues until the morning. I bet they didn't let Eutychus go near the window again, and I don't imagine his friends ever let him forget that night. Believe it or not, the name Eutychus means lucky. So what's the purpose of that story for us today? One thing I think we can take from it is the importance of maintaining balance in our lives. It's great to prioritize our spiritual health, but we need to balance that with our physical and our mental health too. Eutychus had probably been working all day, came straight to this meeting, and had been listening to Paul preach for hours. But he hadn't eaten. He hadn't had what his physical body needed to sustain him through the spiritual nourishment that Paul was seeking to bring. And so he struggled to stay alert. Over recent weeks, our government, who we must continue to hold in our prayers, have been encouraging us to stay alert to the danger posed by COVID-19. And whilst our lives might look different in lockdown, there are still many things that can distract us from being alert to what God is doing. The story of Eutychus reminds us all of the need to remain vigilant. At around the same time as Paul's visit to Troas, he wrote his first letter to the church in Thessalonica. In it, he urged them to keep their spirit, soul and body healthy and faultless until Christ returns. Be encouraged today to find the right balance that enables you to stay alert spiritually. I hope you have a great day.